Rishikesh is an incredible place. It's so beautiful. Rishikesh literally means land of the Rishis, or a land of the holy people. And it's very sacred because it's one of the first towns that you come to when the Ganges River comes out of the hills. We're starting up to Nilkanth Mahadev, which is a temple dedicated to Shiva up near Rishikesh. It tells of the story when the gods and the demons were working together to churn the oceans to ambrosia, but they had some trouble and the serpent started biting the demons, but Shiva made it all right. He drank the poison from the venom so that everyone could live, having mercy and compassion on everyone.
It's just the fact that they have somebody who understands.
There are offerings of incense given. Here we are waiting in line for darshan in the temple.
And that's all the things I say to the children. What can I do for you?
Sacred tree.
Nothing. Just sit. Just listen to me.
Like most temples, it's already a sacred place. They just built a temple on top of it. This is a Shiva Lingam dedicated to the union of Shiva and Shakti. We spent many happy hours investigating the bazaar, seeing all the amazing things there and all the amazing people. Monkeys, monkeys, monkeys. Wherever you go, there's monkeys. They're really cute. Another big feature, cows. Really friendly cows. They're so used to interacting with people, walking down the road. We did a lot of cow loving. How was it to be in the Kali temple today? Tell me a little bit about what that was like for you, or what you learned from that, if you would.
It made me feel a lot closer to the goddess I've always wanted to get to know better. I suppose there's no better way to do it than to go to one of her temples and have one of her priests speak to her on your behalf, or try and bring the two of you closer together. It was a very beautiful thing.
That are filled with like 10 little temples that are serving the real needs of people. The possibility of that may manifest here. It's like, why don't we have this part of it? Why don't we have, temples that are dedicated to the goddess and God, like that are not been taken over and railroaded by some authority or institution, but something that's supported by people's hearts, something that can't be taken over from people. So, is that original?
Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayam.
A number of women in the group got mehendi, which is henna, painted on their hands. It takes a couple hours to dry, but it makes a beautiful pattern.
Really gets me is the Ganga River. Really gets me. It's just beautiful and peaceful and cool, and when you put your feet in, I just have this feeling that it just, everything gets swept away and goes down. It's like such a cleansing feeling. It's just fabulous, and that's been really special.
We're on our way to Haridwar to go to the temples and to see the aarti by the river, the fire worship of the Ganga. All kinds of interesting things to see, the flower sellers. The aarti itself is very beautiful. Here's our lovely translator Jaya telling us the story of Gangama. It was really uncanny. A bunch of these pictures turned out with spirit bubbles, but you figure this place by the Ganges is where many people go to be cremated or have their ashes brought, because it's supposed to really move you forward spiritually. It's also hard because there's so much poverty there. You see people begging and people living in very simple ways, but still so much heart.
India is difficult to put into words. It's a very sensory place, a place of smells and sounds and different things weaving themselves into each other. It's a place with surprises almost at every turn. Different kinds of people here. There's people who are like nothing I've ever seen before. Or it seems like the poverty is just quite a bit different than what I would normally experience in my day-to-day life, but along with that poverty is some great joy and celebration.